Has your leadership track record been flawless so far, yet those high stakes opportunities keep moving around you and not towards you? Well, in this video, I'm going to be breaking down my three-phase roadmap to getting you out of the engine room and into the room where those high-level strategic decisions are made. Now, here's the uncomfortable truth. Performance gets you here, but it doesn't necessarily get you there. Now, when your influence plateaus and others around you control the narrative, being exceptional at your role isn't enough. You're trusted to deliver, but you're being overlooked for impact. Now, the mistake is doubling down on what worked before, reliability and execution, right? Now, that just keeps you in the engine room. You're visible for your work, but you're invisible for influence. Now, to break that cycle, you need my master move method, a precise strategic framework that makes your leadership impossible to ignore. Now, if you're ready for more insight led executive strategies to navigate those high stakes career challenges, then hit the like and subscribe button below for more content like this. Now, let's get into the master move method. Now, the first phase of the method is the audit. Now, this isn't a performance review, it's a diagnostic on your current reality. Now, step one is where we take stock. We map the force of your inner friction, that feeling of pushing hard but getting nowhere. We look at all of that against your current pressures and concerns in your role. Now, we look for the truth, not just the corporate narrative. And the result here is that you're going to get total clarity. You're going to finally stop guessing to work out exactly what's stopping you. Now, once we have that map, we move on to step two, where we identify your blind spots. We're going to uncover the specific triggers and patterns of behavior that are limiting your impact. Now, usually at this level, your plateau isn't caused by a weakness. It's a strength that you've leaned in for too long and it no longer serves you. You've become so synonymous with that reliable delivery, but you've become invisible for strategic impact. Does that make sense? But by the end of phase one, all of that mystery is gone. You can see the situation for what it is, and you finally understand why you've stayed stuck in the engine room, and more importantly, what exactly needs to change to get you out of there. Now that we know the why, we move on to phase two, which is identify. This is all about commitment and strategy, identifying the master move that will secure your success. Now, step three is about mapping opportunities. We look across the landscape to see where the biggest impact lies. Now, we're not looking for 10 things to fix. We're looking for one thing that will make the biggest difference. You're going to understand what that lever is and why it's the one thing that will make the biggest impact in your leadership right now. That leads us to step four, choosing your master move. Now, this is the highest leverage action that's available to you at the moment. It might be a pivot in how you manage stakeholders. It might be how you shift your team's focus, or it might be a change in your executive presence. Everyone's different, right? But the result is you stop second guessing your energy across a dozen tasks, but you know exactly where to focus your actions to change the game. You've found your master move. Now, a strategy is only as good as its execution. And in phase three, called execute, we pull the trigger. Now, step five is about implementing and tracking. This is the active phase. You're going to launch your master move, but you don't just leave it to chance. We monitor the response from your organization or your team, and we adjust in real time. This ensures that your move just doesn't look good on paper, but it actually works in that high pressure environment of your daily work. And finally, we reach step six, which is locking in the results. Now, you don't want a one-hit wonder. You want a new standard. And you embed those changes in your leadership DNA. They become your new business as usual. And the end result of that method is it's undeniable. The way you lead has fundamentally changed, and your impact is evident to everyone around you, and your master move has won. Imagine walking into a high stakes meeting. You aren't just there to provide an update anymore on the engine room or report on past performance. You're there as the strategic architect of what happens next. You know, the narrative around that has shifted. You're no longer being viewed simply as the reliable executor. That's the person who gets things done. You're shaping the direction. You're the essential advisor whose perspective is sought out for before big decisions are made. Now, whether you're aiming for a seat on the executive team or you simply want to reclaim the influence that your track record deserves, this is the result. Now, that's what happens when you stop doubling down on delivery and start mastering your move. Now, I've worked with many senior leaders who are top performers, but find themselves kind of stuck in that plateau that I've been talking about. But when they work with me and make their master move, the shift is dramatic, it's deliberate, it's not accidental, it's intentional. So if this resonates with you, your next step is straightforward. You can book your master move strategy call using the link in the description below. It's a focused, high value strategy call designed to cut through the noise and identify the exact leverage point you need to take control of your next career move. Now, if you found this video useful, please hit the like and subscribe buttons because it helps me to continue regularly sharing insight-led strategies to help high-performing leaders navigate that senior level progression. Remember, progression isn't just about performance, it's about positioning. Identify your master move and you shift the power dynamic. Let's find yours.